This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking New Holland Brewery Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Stout. So, Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Stout. So, obviously it's aged in bourbon barrels. A barrel-aged stout with roasty malt character, intermingled with deep vanilla tones, all dancing in an oak bath. So, it's a vintage 2015. Bought this a couple of weeks ago. It is 11% ABV. It's by New Holland Brewing out of Holland, Michigan, which I believe is in the Grand Rapids area, but I'm not 100% sure. And we're going to go ahead and give it a crack. It's a high ABV, says it right on it, our new high gravity series. So go ahead and give this a crack and go ahead and give it a pour. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave comments because we love talking about beer. It has been a couple of weeks since I've done a review. I've been kind of busy with my personal life, but we are back and we're looking forward to drinking some beer. I use my Guinness glass for no particular reason other than Guinness is a stout. So, and actually if I hold it right up to the light, I can see just barely through it, but basically it's pitch black. And it's got the typical, probably only about a finger of head on it, but the typical dark brown creamy head on it. You're getting the alcohol lacing because this is a high alcohol beer. It's a double or an imperial stout. And the head's actually holding up fairly well for such a high alcohol beer. Let's do the aroma. You get that milk chocolate. A little bit of something sweet there. Maybe cherry. You do smell the alcohol. I'm picking up the alcohol in the aroma. And maybe just a hint of the malt, but none of that roasted or black coffee aromas that you get sometimes on this type of beer. None of that. It's more like a milky chocolate. Maybe a little bit of dark fruit, like a cherry, and then and the alcohol. Again, 11%, so let's dig in and see what we got. Okay, it's very, very mellow, creamy, rich mouthfeel, and really, I mean, good flavors, but laid back. Nothing bold and punching in the mouth. You do get the alcohol warming. You know, at the end, you feel the back of your throat getting warm from the alcohol. But this is a beer that really says, take your time, sip me, enjoy me. Like I said, it's really delicious. I should say delicious, but just a lovely experience. That's a turn of a phrase. So I do get a little of a caramel malt flavor in there. I do get some of that cherry. There is a hint of the bourbon. And it's kind of, again, it's subdued. It's on the back of the tongue, on the back of the palate. It's not forward, but if you're looking for it, it's there. It finishes with some of that black coffee flavor that I'm looking for in a beer like this. You don't get it up front, but in the aftertaste, you almost get that bitter black coffee flavor. And I said, this is a 2015 batch. I'm not sure how long they've aged it. I mean, this is March of 2016, so I'm not sure how old this beer is, but it's really mellow, well-rounded, drinkable. The flavors, I said, are more subdued. You're not getting some of that pow in the mouth flavors that you get from some of these beers. And I quite like it. I don't know if I'm going to score it as high. Let me just put it this way. I probably won't score this high, but I'd be more apt to drink this again, if that makes any sense, because it is such a nice, mellow, drinkable beer. So, you know, I'm like, oh, I got a 99 out of 100, but it's big, bold flavors. And some days you don't want that. Some days you just want to, it's been a tough day at work. I had a tough day at work today. I got my nice 11% stout. I want to sip, drink it, and relax. So, that being said, still a beer. I'm going to give it a 90 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.